How are you doing?
I'm all right.
We are so happy to see you always.
And you too.
Now, you're a Minnesota girl, so this snowstorm to you must be like a big nothing, right?
Nothing.
This is like a dusting.
No, I know, because they got so panicked because I wasn't in town and I had to be here for these couple days, and you know they were talking about a blizzard, and then I show up and I'm like, this. Not exactly. I mean, a Minnesota blizzard.
No, right.
So, no.
Right.
No, nine months. You go to Minnesota in the summer. You go, it's beautiful here. Why doesn't everyone live here? And then you realize 9 months of the year it's almost uninhabitable by humans.
Not 9, maybe not 9, but
she's used to it. She's used to it.
Maybe 6.
You know, since you've been here last, you won the Tony for Long Day's Journey into Night. Big deal.
It was thrilling.
Yeah.
It was so thrilling.
Oh my
gosh. I can't tell you. It was the best. It was wonderful.
Is there something different about, I guess everything different, about working in film or television versus the theater?
Well, yeah, I mean, the theater, you have no safety net. You know, it's just, it is what it, and there's this wonderful kind of, when it's working, this wonderful kind of alchemy between the audience and you. Well, you know, because you're here with people every day. But, you know, in film or television, you're just by yourself with the camera and you're, you know, I mean, it's, but yeah, and, you know, you have to sustain this thing, well, for Long Day's Journey, 4 hours, you know, so keep them interested. You know?
Can I ask you a question about that? So this is 4 hours, 6 days a week.
Yes.
So how do you keep the performance fresh for yourself when it's the end of the week and you've been doing this for 20 hours already this week?
Yeah. Well, the hardest day for us was Saturdays because we had 2 shows.
Right.
So, you know, you'd come down and then you'd have like an hour and then you'd be back up on stage and starting over. It was it was a bit like Groundhog's Day. You know? It was like that thing of, but when you have a play as powerful and as beautiful as Long Day's Journey, you never reach the bottom of it.
Right.
You know, it's just, it just keeps revealing itself.
We were mentioning all of your awards in your intro. The only thing you seem to be missing is a Grammy. Now, do you sing? Will there be a Grammy in your future?
Jessica Lange sings the hits?
My greatest hits.
Your greatest hits? Yeah. You and Gaga? I mean, it can happen.
No, I think, you know, if I were to ever win a Grammy, it would have to be by default for something else. But it won't be for, it will not be for pop single.
Maybe if you write a book and spoken word.
Yeah, maybe spoken word would work.
That's a good idea. Okay, we got to work on that. We have to take a commercial break. We're going to find out.
If you've got a book idea, let me know.
Okay, I've got a lot of book ideas. We'll talk about it. We're going to find out how Jessica reacted to recently being kicked in the head on Feud. More with Jessica Lange. Stick around. That's a scene from Feud starring Jessica Lange.
The series is amazing. I've been watching it. The first 2 episodes just came out. The 3rd episode's about to come out. But your performance is incredible. And we were talking a little bit at the break about Joan Crawford and what you know, there were a lot of different accounts of who she was, and she seemed very complicated. But how do you see her, and how do you sympathize with her, and who is she to you?
Well, I mean, I knew nothing about her when I started this. And because I had just finished the play, I didn't have like months of research. So I did like kind of a Joan Crawford immersion therapy. I just like went into this with, I read everything that I could find. I listened to her interviews, I watched her movies, everything. And what I discovered is that her childhood was so traumatic and so dark. She came from such terrible poverty, a mother who didn't want her, you know, no family, abandoned by her father.
Grew up in the foster care system.
Grew up and worked, kind of was farmed out to work in exchange for education, but she was never, she never had time to go to class. So she was waiting on other young girls her age. She entered into like a sexual relationship with her stepfather at a really young age, at about 11.
Oh my God.
And she had just what would be, Dickens would have a hard time writing a childhood like this. I mean, it was I mean, unbearable.
Brutal.
Yes. But somehow she managed to pull herself up, and that to me is what I admire most about her, is she invented this persona of Joan Crawford and became successful, and I don't know if she was ever really happy, but you know, she survived. She was a survivor.
She was a perfectionist.
Yes, but you know, and then looking into a lot of things that had to do with childhood trauma, it explains a lot of her, you know, her kind of obsessive cleanliness and all the things that people kind of faulted her for, made fun of her for over the years. But it's, you know, overcoming what she came from, it was monumental.
The transformation between you and Susan Sarandon as Betty and Joan is kind of incredible, because I think that's really them.
The original photo.
Oh, yes, and then there you, I mean, it's really amazing when you see it. It's, I don't know who's you're extraordinary, as you are in everything else. We love having you here. Feud, Betty and Joan continues Sundays at 10 p.m. on FX, so make sure you check out Jessica Lange.
Jessica Lange from Grey's Anatomy is coming up next. We'll see you in a few minutes. How are you? Nice to see you. How are you doing? Great. Good to see you.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi, everybody.
Good morning.
So I don't know if you heard, but Chris Hardwick thinks you're very good looking.
Listen, all I'm saying is I just want to get lost in your eyes for a while, all right? What's the problem?
We've got a very heavy rivalry, but he's kind of my bowling nemesis.
That's what I heard. You guys, well, I know you're a professional child prodigy bowler.
Yeah, my dad was a professional bowler. Don't worry about it. But we both bowled in the Chris Paul charity tournament together.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's me in the background, right behind Chris Paul. You can see. I drew me. There I am.
That's the assembly of real bowlers in the background, and that's me, who apparently just discovered what a bowling ball.
You have good form, though.
Whew. I actually, I think to everybody's dismay and amazement, I won.
You did.
The whole charity tournament on ESPN, and I'm a horrible bowler.
Wait, how did you win?
I had a good day. I had a good day. And all these guys are, you know, Chris has got the gloves and the outfit and the shoes and the ball, his own personal customized ball.
I'm no fun to go bowling with.
And they're dead serious. He's got the technique, and I just kind of cavemanned it down the lane, and I somehow pulled out a victory.
You and French Montana had like never picked up a ball in his life, and he was bowling. Terrell Owens and I, who bowl all the time, are like, what is going on?
It's ridiculous.
I love listening to this. You're like, you and French Montana were pretty good.
Me and French. Gio says, you know, it's a regular Tuesday.
Sounds like a weird. I had this weird dream. I went bowling with Jesse and French Montana and Terrell
Atreyu
Owens
from
there.
Neverending Story.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like, what?
So wait, but you own a bowling team.
I do, yeah.
So wait. What is going on with bowling? Is there
guys? It's the new American pastime.
It's coming back. It's something everyone can do.
Yeah.
It's fun. The whole family can do it.
Do you own your own shoes?
No, I do not have my own custom bowling shoes. Now I feel badly about that.
No, I'm gonna fix that.
I'm gonna sort that out.
Oh yeah. I have.
He's got all the
my
deals.
Own shoes. Yeah. I have 2 balls.
He's like, I have my own lane. I have my own lane.
I have 2 bowling balls. I have 2 bowling balls.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, so we gotta go bowling again.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
So you were a high school teacher, is that right?
That's true also, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
In Philadelphia.
Yeah, well before I'd ever thought of acting. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm just going to say, my girlfriends here and our daughters go to school together. If you were their teacher, they would get nothing done. They would just be staring at you.
I also looked like I was in high school. I was like 24 years old, 23. I definitely had students who looked older than me with full beards and children.
Yeah, right.
It was not always easy to kind of handle discipline.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Well, listen, we have to take a commercial break, but when we find, we're going to come back and find out what's happening on Grey's tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight.
That's tonight.
That's J-April.
That's right. The ship that is J-April. I think it's called a ship, right, lady?
It's a ship. Yes. I love that young lady up there just said thank you for looking at me during commercial break.
I just have poor eyesight, and I'm...
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Okay, got it. Yeah, okay. All right.
So you're going to meet your father, yes?
You're welcome. I'm a what?
you're going to meet your father too?
Yeah, so Jackson has spent his entire life, his father abandoned him and his family, but it's a legacy, it's a big medical family, and he's kind of had huge pressure to fill those shoes that he's never seen. His father abandoned him, and he's on a quest now, it turns out, to find him for the first time.
And Debbie Allen plays your mom.
Debbie Allen is a tremendous force. She's amazing.
So great.
And she plays my mother. She also is a directing producer of our show and a director and runs 20 other businesses, and she's amazing.
So who will play your father?
I would lose my job if I told you.
Come on.
But you'll find out. You'll find out in a few hours. But it's an amazing actor, and I kind of have found in the last couple of weeks, I really like hearing people guess as to who it could be, because people have really wild ideas about, because that person's got to be able to match Debbie Allen's force. You have to envision that they could have formed a union, at least for an hour or so, and me as well. And so we cast somebody who's really amazing. I'm really proud of.
Who do you think it is? Give me a
I
guess.
don't know. Is it Morgan?
Close.
What? What?
What?
Was like,
What? What?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Mortgage. I think he said
Yeah.
mortgage.
I think he said mortgage too.
I was just sounding out consonants, hoping I would get some sort of a thing in your eyes.
Yeah, I'm used to that method.
People do that, yeah.
I'm really excited. We can't wait.
It's going to be an outstanding show.
Well, make sure you tune in tonight. Grey's Anatomy on ABC. Do not miss it.
Jesse Lange's an amazing man, amazing actor, and also was an educator. That's the medicine ball workout. We're going to try to make it happen and not get hurt. We'll see you in a few minutes.
We're gonna try. How are you doing?
I'm all right.
We are so happy to see you always.
And you too.
Now, you're a Minnesota girl, so this snowstorm to you must be like a big nothing, right?
Nothing.
This is
Nothing.
like a dusting.
No, I know, because they got so panicked because I wasn't in town and I had to be here for these couple days, and you know they were talking about a blizzard, and then I show up and well, this. Not exactly. I mean, a Minnesota blizzard.
No,
so,
right,
no.
right.
No, nine months. You go to Minnesota in the summer, you go, it's beautiful here. Why doesn't everyone live here? And then you realize 9 months of the year, it's almost uninhabitable by humans.
Not 9, maybe not 9, but
she's used to it. She's used to it.
maybe 6.
You know, since you've been here last, you won the Tony for Long Day's Journey into Night. Big deal.
It was thrilling.
Yeah.
It was so thrilling.
Oh, my
I can't
gosh.
tell you. It was the best. It was wonderful.
Is there something different about, I guess everything different about...